you go and check it or send it to the appropriate quarter before we begin to dish it out. Then for your mom, it is your duty now. Remember that is an elderly mom. You know what to speak to her now. It is your duty to calm her down. Or what here maybe we just want. Don't worry. I don't know why some of us are, yes, it will affect us somehow, but that does not mean that so let's everybody just calm down, just be active. Then direction will come. No need to be saying other things. Thank you very much, brother, and keep it up. Let's take this call. Caller on signal.
Okay.
Caller on signal, can you hear me? Caller on signal, can you hear me? Okay, I think the call is off. Caller, can you?
Should I say have any form of maybe have a to do is to double our effort. So
What
are people to do?
He said in 2017 again that when he's apprehended,
he has been arrested is based on what the lawyer did. Our lawyer have filed or tabled. I don't know the language using worry. Law. The issue you had has happened. They arrest our lead. An official information on his office that his client has been rearrested. So we must follow things directly how it works. So now we have to wait for the head of the directorate to come and address Biafrans.
Biafrans all over the world.
Everybody will pick it up. It's good to gather information, but when we're Yeshua HaMashiach. Great Biafrans, we have come to continue to do one thing which is the disintegration of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Yes, that is what we know. That is what we are doing. Nobody should relent. Nobody should worry. The issue you had has happened. They arrest our leader.
The good people of Biafra, I want to remind you people to stay resolute. Because this time around,
all we have to do is to double our effort. So in this guy's math,
I want to let Biafrans all over the world to know, because the zoo always carry fake news moving around. All the principal officer, national coordinator, both zonal unit and all principal officers, we have to take time this time around concerning the news that we are circulating. Because this time they will come with a lot of fake news. They will say they arrested our leader. They do this, they do that. All of them are propaganda. Yes, we know that our leader was arrested. But we want to refund our people. To remain resolute, as our leader always said. Biafra is here. And we all have to witness Biafra. This is the time that we have to know who is who. Yesterday, I received a lot of calls. Even the people that doesn't know. Some are laughing at us. Some are rejoicing. Our leader have arrested. This and that. But all these things are in vain. Because there is something our leader always said. They will kill us and they will kill them, but at the end, we will win. I will never forget that. It's still always in my mind. And it will continue always in my mind until you actualize Biafra. All this message I'm sending out there is for those hardcore in the Biafra land and those in outside Biafra land. Still resolute. We still have command. Because many people are saying, hey, where is your leader? Now that your leader is not around. Who is going to do this? Who is going to do that? Our leader have always put everything in according to, we have structure. 2015, everything is still going perfect as it is. So we still put him to 4-7. We members of BRICS. And also, we try to be worldwide. No matter what people are talking in social media, it will not support. We are come to get Biafra. And we are going to actualize Biafra in the name of Chukwu Biafra. Remain resolute. Thank you, my comrade, Ike Chukwu Onola.
Thank you very much. All right, that is our Sadek rep, Mazi Ipob. This is one of the hardcores that I know. Then, of course, we must continue ahead. Cannot arrest a British citizen who is traveling with a British passport, even if he's passing through a third world country.
All we have to do is to double our import. So in this guy,
One fight that the Nigerian government will wish they never took on. Yes, they are undermining us. I mean, they're like, what are we going to do? Don't ever undermine your opponent. Very, very.
should I say have any form of maybe
This freedom fight, why they do on my part. So laughing at me, you are stupid. You don't know what you're doing. Because I know what I'm doing. I have chosen this path. Whatever happened, now this path I did till forever. We've been there before. We've seen this movie before. Yes. It happened before. And he has seen it. He has tasted it. For him, no scares him. Nothing deters him. He knows what
So my brother, this one.
Biafra is assured. This is one fight that the zoo called Nigeria we wish they never took on. All right, Mazi, good morning and welcome to People of the East.
Yeah, Mazi, good morning.
Please go ahead.
Good morning, Biafrans all over the world. Lovers of freedom. MC the man Mazi, Chidebere, Chukwudobiuku. So the grace of Chukwukabiama. I'm the one of the principal servants of our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My good people of Biafra, I want to remind you people to stay resolute. Because this time around is time that we have to rejoice in the other side. Also, the time we have to play as well. Because the arrest of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is the birth of new Biafra that is coming. Freedom is not easy. Actually, we all know about that. And now, I want to let Biafrans all over the world to know, because the zoo always carry fake news moving around. All the principal officer, national coordinator, both zonal unit and all principal officers, we have to take time this time around concerning the news that we are circulating. Because this time, they will come with a lot of fake news. They will say they arrested our leader, they do this, they do that. All of them are propaganda. Yes, we know that our leader was arrested. But we want to refund our people to remain resolute, as our leader always say it. Biafra is here, and we all have to witness Biafra. This is the time that we have to know who is who. Yesterday, I received a lot of calls. Even the people that doesn't know. Some are laughing at us. Some are rejoicing. Our leader have arrested. This and that. But all this is an event. Because there is something I would always say. They will kill us and they will kill them, but at the end, we will win. I will never forget that. It's still always in my mind. And it will continue always in my mind until you actualize Biafra. All this message I'm sending out there is for those hardcore in the Biafra land and those in outside Biafra land. Still resolute. We still have command. Because many people are saying, hey, where is your leader? Now there's your leader is not around. Who is going to do this? Who is going to do that? Our leader have always put everything in according to, we have structure. 2015, everything is still going perfect as it is. So we see with him 247. We members of boys, and also we try to be worldwide. No matter what people are talking in social media, it will not support. We are come to get Biafra, and we are going to actualize Biafra in the name of Chukwukabiama. Remain resolute. Thank you, my comrade. Thank
you very much, Machineke. All right, that is our SADC rep, Mazi Obiuku. This is one of the hardcores that I know. Then, of course, we must continue. You have heard from him. It is not time for propaganda. We don't really care about propaganda. But let me tell you one thing. In a place where there is a rule of law, you cannot arrest a British citizen who is traveling with a British passport. Even if he's passing through a third world country, You have no right to arrest such a British citizen. Before you can do that, you must alert the authorities. You must alert the authorities. That is how it is done. But of course, it is the zoo. They think they are clever. But let me tell you, like I said, this will be one fight that the Nigerian government will wish they never took on. Yes, they are undermining us. I mean, they're like, what are we going to do? Don't ever undermine your opponent. Very, very important. Yes, many people are laughing at us. Do we really care if whoever is laughing? Do you care? For me, I don't care, because freedom fighting, why they do now my thing. How that can concern you? Eh? Laugh with the laugh now for waiting one. So I don't understand. I have chosen my path. This is my path. This freedom fighting, why they do. Now my path. So laughing at me, you are stupid. You don't know what you're doing. Because I know what I'm doing. I have chosen this path. Whatever happened, and this path I did till forever. We've been there before. We've seen this movie before. It has happened before. And of course, we know how it ended. So it is not a new thing. I mean, we know it. We are used to it because it is freedom fighting. And we have a leader that believes, and for him, he believes that a leader must live by example. A leader must lead in front. So when he talk about jail or going to jail, he has seen it. He has tasted it. For him, nothing scares him. Nothing deters him. He knows what he's there for. My problem is that most of us who are following him, we don't understand. We don't know what freedom fighting is all about. And the earlier, the better for us we start knowing. All right, let me see if I can take this one. Call on WhatsApp if you can hear me. Do I have a caller on WhatsApp? No. No, I don't. Let me try this again. Yes, caller, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, my brother, I can hear you. Good morning. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Unbelievable. Mazi, can you hear me?
Hello?
Unbelievable. Okay, let's do this.
Hello, Mazi.
Yes, can you hear me now? He cannot hear me. I'm going to again. Let me unplug and put it back. Can you hear me now, Mazi? No. Yes, he cannot hear me, but we must continue. Our lines are officially open this morning, and you are at liberty to call us. You can call us on Skype as well as our WhatsApp line, because those two are open this morning, and you are welcome to call us. Let me try him again and see if you can hear me. Mazi, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now,
Hello,
Mazi?
Mazi.
Yes, can you hear me now? Please indicate if you can hear me. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? No. Unfortunately, he cannot hear me. And trust me when I tell you, I don't know why that is the case. And trust me, this is not the time for this line to start acting up, because I cannot take that. Okay, let's try this. Maybe this will work. Let us try this. Maybe this will work. All right, we must continue. Our lines are open, as you know. A lot of people are trying to call us, and then, of course, we need to expect what is happening now. The line is so jammed up. That is why we are having this issue, which is expected, of course. Everybody is calling. And they joke, mandashri. But we are equal to the task, and we will be taking the call. Even those who have not called this radio in a lifetime, they're calling today. But let's see if yes, caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning from here, Mazi. Please go ahead. Your names and where you're calling
Good
from.
morning, sir.
There we. Mazi, are you guys not hearing me this morning? I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good morning, sir.
Unbelievable. Honestly, I have no idea what is going on, to be honest with you. People keep telling me good morning, but I'm not saying anything. Mazi, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. He cannot hear me. All right. Let me do something quickly. Maybe let me take a quick break and see if I can do anything about this situation. I'll be back just now. Please don't go away. Yes, good morning. Can you hear me, Mazi?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, can you hear me?
Good morning from here.
Unbelievable. Mazi, can you hear me?
Hello, good morning from here.
This is not happening. All right, we must continue. I don't know what is the problem here. Unfortunately, or somehow, callers seems not to be hearing me. I'm trying to see if I can restart my system. I just don't know how that is going to have a problem here. Unfortunately, or somehow, callers seems not to be hearing me. I'm trying to see if I can restart my system. I just don't know how that is going to affect. Unfortunately, or somehow, callers seems not to be hearing me. I'm trying to see if I can restart my system. Against us, we know, and then of course, is actually give us more reason to move forward and speedily. All right, I mean, I don't know what happened. Everything just went down, shut down.
I reckon our leader will only will stop the quest for the Biafra restoration. For our Biafran brothers and sisters who are slacking back, this is the time to show what you are made of. Do not slumber. Do not cry. For everything we turn for our own good, because we worship the Almighty Elohim. This is not the time to slumber, and this is not the time to gossip like a woman. This is the time for action. We need to be courageous, and we need to be resolute, especially this time around. Our leader has been reelected again, and I want to remind every Biafran, especially all the volunteers, the promises of our leader. He said that anytime he is rearrested again, the zoo must be burned down. And for all the efulefus who are laughing and who are clapping, come sorrow no fibo. And now that our leader has been rearrested again by these Janjaweeds, I think it is very, very obvious that we Biafrans should be very, very resolute at this time around and know how we talk. This is not time to talk. This is not time to slumber, and this is not time to cry. This is a very, very strange time and a very, very difficult time for we Biafrans. We need to be resolute, especially this time around. Yes, our leader may be arrested or maybe not, because we are waiting from the HOD to hear from them, their press release. But we assure Biafrans that even if our leader is arrested, it is not going to stop us from requesting for Biafra. It is not going to back us down. It is not going to weigh us down. Arresting our leader will only increase the tension. Arresting our leader will only increase everything we are doing. It will only increase our morale. Arresting our leader will only increase the fire that is burning the zoo. So let us be resolute and focus on Biafra. If our leader is arrested, if he is not arrested, Biafra must come. Whether our leader is in grave, whether our leader is alive, whether our leader is in prison, Biafra is a show game. Biafra must be restored with the last drop of our blood, and we must restore Biafra. Rise up and do what you are advised to do. Obey the last command and obey your commanders. Our leader, the arrest of our leader we show the zoo what we are made of. What we are made up of. All hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ndewo. All right, thank you, my brother. Of course, that is correct. What you're saying makes sense, and of course, we must continue. All right, let me try this other line and see if we are good to go on that line. Caller on, let me see, on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, loud and clear, man.
All
yeah,
right.
Loud and clear. I can hear you. Good afternoon from WhatsApp Poland here. Can you hear me?
Please go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, my brother. Good afternoon. I remember Mazi from Nosiwe and I hear from Mama in all the province of Biafra land. Mazi, Onion do see the mess our leader, no matter what happens, wherever he is, we appreciate him and we appreciate the leadership. We appreciate our volunteers and we appreciate fanaticals, men of valor, radicals all over the world. This is the time to show it. Mazi, I want to tell our Biafrans one thing because and the Onion gave us a proverb during the second or the third broadcast he did, if not the second, I think, about the Udele. When Udele was interviewed about the pregnancy of the wife, he said that if the wife delivers, fine. And the last clip you played today, the clip you are playing now, and then they asked Onion what kind of Biafra you want. Onion said, if he lives, okay, and if he dies, that to quicken Biafra to come. We are here just to encourage our people that nothing has spoiled. All eyes must be on the ball, waiting for every direction will come from the DOS and we will follow it to the letter. Let nobody despair. We survived 2007. But now, Onion is a public figure. There was nothing there. We pray Ekekoa to protect him there. Nothing will happen to him. Biafra remain resolute.
Thank you very much.
Remain focused. All eyes on the ball. Mazi, I drop you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Eloquently spoken, and we welcome that. All right, let's go to, I think, let me see, before I go to Skype. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Mazi, good morning. Can you hear me? Caller on Skype.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Mazi, can you hear me? Caller on Skype. No, he cannot hear me. I don't know why. Mazi, hold on for me. Let me see if I can get you on a different line. Can you hear me now? Caller on Skype. Can you hear me now? Caller on Skype. Can you hear me now?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, can you hear me? You cannot hear me. All right, the same problem on that line abounds. Let me go to Skype. Caller on Skype, if you can hear me, please go ahead. Caller on Skype. Nkemwokike on Skype, can you hear me? Unbelievable. Caller on Skype, can you hear me? All right, I think I've lost that call. Let me try this one. Yes, caller on Skype again, can you hear me? Mazi? Caller on Skype. What is going on here?
Yes, Mazi, good morning from here.
All right, Mazi, please go ahead. Good morning.
And good morning to Biafrans, friends of Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Most Favored Igbo, and I'm calling Kingdom of Netherlands. I come from Nnewi province. Mazi, I thank you for the good work you're doing for our nation, Biafra.
Thank you very much.
And also, I thank Chukwoki Kabiama for the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the great, the hero of our time, who God has brought in a time like this to restore the dignity of black race. Mazi, I just want to say a few words to myself and to Biafrans all over the world.
By all means, go ahead.
Yesterday, when we all got the news, it was shocking. It was shocking. It wasn't what we want to hear, but I consoled myself and I put myself to be strong, and now I also want to send that same message to Biafrans. Biafran should have this in mind, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafran we are asking for, is the Biafran that Chukwu Okike Abiama will keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive to see. Because led for our enemies and for the other powers, external forces, they would want to give us a Biafran, and a Biafran that Onyendu will not live to see. But we want Onyendu to be in this Biafra and live in this Biafra and see his dream Biafra fulfilled. And that Biafra is what we will get. I just want to encourage Biafrans that let's just judge from what they said, not from our DOS. They haven't said anything yet. We are waiting. But from what the Zoom media gave, Malami said the Onyendu was intercepted with Nigerian passport printed on 2013. I want Biafran to go and listen to that very video again. He said he's holding a Nigerian passport of 2013. Now I ask, Zoo passport only have duration of 4 or 5 years. How can someone travel with passport that was produced or that was given on 2013? That is, they're just trying to paint a picture to the world that is a Nigerian citizen, that is not a British citizen. Because Onyendu, we know that when he holds his British passport, and the Zoo, when they arrested him in 2017, they are all with his Nigerian passport. So what he holds is British passport. So Malami don't want to paint that picture to the world that they arrested a British citizen. But they said they arrested him with Nigerian passport of 2013. A passport that is no longer valid, which is not even true. That is one. Second thing also I want to tell Biafran is this, that if they want to kill Onyendu, or if they had done something wrong to Onyendu, they would have just put it in a dark. Since they arrested him on since Sunday, we know nothing about it. If they can kill him, they would have killed him and put everybody on black spot. We won't know what is happening. Before we find out what is happening, they may have used military to siege everywhere in Biafra land. But for them to tell the world that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in hand of Nigerian government is another victory won on the side of Biafra. Now Biafrans know where their leader is. Now the world also know where their leader is, and the UK government know where their citizen is. So I just want to tell Biafran to be strong, that hearing from Onyendu or hearing that Nigerian government on their own made it public is in their custody is another victory. We went through this in 2017. We came out victoriously, and this time around, Onyendu is in the land to bring Biafran from that very soil. That is the only thing. That is the only anticipation we expect. Mazi, thank you for giving me the time.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. And of course, we must continue. Of course, what do you expect from the zoo? Obviously, lies and lies. But at the end of the day, the truth always prevails. We must continue. I still don't know what is wrong with the WhatsApp line. People keep calling. I can hear them quite all right, very loud and clear. But unfortunately, somehow, they don't hear me. I don't know why that is the case. Let me try again and see. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good morning, Sir Mazi. I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, go ahead,
yes.
Please. Go ahead.
My name is Evangelist Chidima Juliet Pilatro. I want to thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for this privilege to get online and to speak over what is going on.
Please
I want to also thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for the courage, the certainty I have in my mind that all is well, notwithstanding the sad news of the rearrest of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want to urge every Biafran every IPOB, especially the principal officers, because the time has come for us to know if really what we embarked on, we were really convinced, we really had an answer from Chukwuka Biama that the restoration of Biafra is a divine cause. Because so many of us might slide, so many are asking nonsense questions, are even making some kind of sighing or doubting or being confused. If you know that right deep in your heart, as a principal officer especially, that you know what you embarked on, you will know that God is in control. Yesterday, when I heard it, so many calls, and then at the end I saw that their press release that the last caller spoke on. We are not ignorant of the devices of the enemy. We are not ignorant of the giants with devices, and they have to be ashamed of themselves, because there is no way when they arrested Mazi before, they seized his passport. So how can they come on air to read the passport number and all the rest? They are idiots. They have already fallen into their own traps. I also want to remind Biafra that today is 30th June. We are not reading Psalm 30, but Psalm 31. Please, Mazi, if you can allow me, I want to read that prayer. I want to pray that prayer now.
All right. I don't know. I have Evangelist Nwokike who normally does that. She's actually online. Maybe she wants to read it as well. So, yes, she normally read it, and no, she's already online waiting. Do you understand what I'm saying, my dear?
Okay.
Yes, please.
No problem. I will not read it, but I want to urge Biafrans to know that this is the time we really need to be in prayers. Mazi knew what will happen. Mazi knew of all, and he was keeping to his promise of getting him out into the zoo to be ESN, into Biafra land to ESN, for this final stage. So we need to be seriously continuously knowing that Elohim is on the throne. People should stop saying he's a UK citizen. UK has never done nothing up till now. So there is nothing expecting from them. It is we that need to ask. Stop calling on United Kingdom, because they will not do nothing. Stop calling on United States of America, they will not do nothing. Stop calling on those, the UN and all the rest. They cannot do nothing for us. It is only us. That is what Mazi has always said. And I want to also say that we should remain resolute, formidable, whiter than snow. Whiter than snow. Because victory is sure for Biafrans. People should stop also asking, why is it that our Israeli brothers are not helping us? They are also on their own issue. And don't worry, they will help us. Mazi said this, that when the time comes, at the crucial time, Elohim will send angels. And I guarantee you, dear friends, that there are angels released on behalf of Mazi. There is a pillar of wall around him. They cannot kill him. They cannot touch him. They are afraid of him, and they will bow down to worship him wherever he is. I am certain. I don't know how I have this certainty in my heart, but I know that it's the Spirit, the Holy Spirit of God, that has given me this certainty. I want to urge every national coordinator to be formidable. I want to urge every IPOB family to remain ready.
My dear sister, hello, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes, of
All right,
course.
go ahead and read that passage, because I think I've lost the person who was holding. Go ahead and read it anyway.
Okay, Psalm 31. In you, O Lord, Chukwokika Biama, Biafrans do seek refuge. May we never be ashamed. Deliver us in your righteousness. Incline your ear to us. Deliver us speedily. Be our strong rock, a strong fortress to save us. For you are our rock and our fortress. For your name's sake, lead us and guide Biafrans. Lead us out of the nets that they have hidden for us. For you are our strength. Into your hand we commit our spirit. You have redeemed us, O Lord God of truth. Elohim Chukwokika Biama nke pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have hated those who regard worldless vanity. The 5 states eastern governors, the Efulefu's, we have hated them, but we trust in you, Lord. We will be glad and rejoice in your loving kindness, for you have seen our trouble. You have known our soul in adversities and have not delivered us up into the hand of the enemy. Notwithstanding that our leader Mazi is there, there is a purpose for it. You have set our feet in a broad place. Be gracious to us, O Lord, for we are in trouble. Our eyes waste away with grief. Yes, our soul and our body, for our life is spent with grief, and our years with sighing. Our strength fails because of our iniquity. Father, have mercy on us, and our bones waste away. We become a reproach among all our enemies, but especially among our neighbors, among those that are Biafra, that are saying that Niger Deltas, they are this and that, Father, and a dread to our acquaintance. Those who saw us outside fled from us. Those that have seen the arrest of Mazi and the camp that are saying rubbish and are fleeing from us. We are forgotten as dead men out of the mind. We are like a broken vessel, for we have heard the slander of many. Fear has been and is on every side. Why they took counsel together against us? They planned to take away our lives. But we trust in you, as we have only trusted in you, O Lord. We have said, and we are still saying, and we will forever say that you are our God. Our times are in your hand. Deliver us from the hand of our enemies and our pursuers. Make your face to shine on your servants, Mazi, in Satan, Nnamdi Kanu. Save him by your loving kindnesses. Do not let him be put to shame, O Lord. For he has always called on you, and will continue calling on you. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave. Let the lion lives be put to silence, who speak arrogantly, in pride and contempt against the righteous. Oh, how great is your goodness, which you have laid up for those who fear you, which you have done for those seeking refuge in you before people. You will hide them in the secret of your presence from conspirators. You will keep us secretly in a shelter from the strife of storms. Blessed be the Lord, for you have shown us your marvelous kindness in a fortified city, Biafra. For we said in our haste, we are caught up before your eyes. Nevertheless, you have heard the voice of our supplications when and since how we have been crying to you. Oh, love the Lord, all you Biafrans. Love the Lord, all you saints. For the Lord preserve the faithful, and he will preserve Nnamdi Kanu. He will preserve the ESN. He will preserve the DOS. He will preserve all IPOPs. He will preserve Biafrans. For the Lord preserve the faithful. But amply repays the one who acts in pride. The Senate from the Biafra land that are in the zoo are saying nonsense in their hands. And I can't repay them the act of their pride. We are strong. Biafrans strong, and the Lord will strengthen our hearts. All you, all we who wait for the Lord. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach.
Thank you, my dear sister. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. There were. All right. We thank our sister for that reading of the book of the Psalm, as well as that prayer as well. We welcome it in the name of Chukwukabiama. All right. We must continue. And of course, we are taking your calls. It is a very bad line today, but we are managing it. We are not stopping. We must continue. Don't forget that word. Hashtag. We must continue. All right. Let me see. Caller on the line. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night from here, Mazi. My name is Simon on the line.
Please go ahead.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. No matter what happened, must give glory to God. But my topic today, Biafrans, rejoice. Biafra is here.
Yes, sir.
The second missionary journey, the second coming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be the end of the zoo. I know, and Chukwuokike Abiyama never failed me. I foresee all these things. That's why I asked him question. I think early this year or last year when I asked our leader, what if we don't see you today? What about the order? What about the order if we don't see you, if we don't hear from you 3 days? What happened to the zoo? He said the order is still like that. I foresee all these things. I asked Chukwu Okike Abiyama. I think his Buhari is dead. Will Buhari arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again? I've been battling about this, but I know they cannot arrest our leader. Anything that happened is Mazi is playing in the favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The zoo don't know what is going on. You see this struggle, you see this Biafra, I could remember his word. He said, you see this Biafra we're talking about, we're going to get it with time, man. Mama. We run the show. As long as the zoo have admitted that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in their hand, so much they want to talk. They want to bully him. They want to beg for another 8 years, like as the British government is begging during the time of Donald Trump administration. This is what is going on. But we said we don't want Nigeria more than 2023. Enough is enough, man. Our leader, nothing will happen. Simon and Anugo is still outside. Like as we do in 2015, we let them know if anything, Okokoye, everywhere, any one of you who will hunt you down, but they have admitted, they hold him, that means none there to save. And the Biafran doctors, Biafras, anywhere you are, we know what Nnamdi Kanu, every one of us have we have a medical history. Any new Okokoye, if they inject anything they want to inject in our leader, we must examine it. If anything happened to him, that means, but I know Chukwu Okike Abiyama promise, he doesn't want me to be terrorist, because I would be more than Bin Laden if anything happened to him. But the promise is this: we want to see our own Messiah. He will be in the kingdom. That is the promise. Biafrans, keep calm. Malami, if you are the one that arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where did you arrested him? Did you hear them say, where did you arrest Nnamdi Kanu? It is a deal. We'll give them we'll give chance to listen to them. But if they do any we'll give them Mazi.
Thank you very much.
We are educated, we are radical, we are fanatics in looking for our freedom. They should not provoke us. Almost hey Biafra. This is the end. This is Biafra is here more closer, as you said.
Thank you, my brother. All right, we must continue. It is still Radio Biafra SADC. We are giving you time and, of course, the opportunity and the platform to air your view and to say your bit this morning. But like I always say, this is the time for us to know who is who in the zoo. It is time for us to know those who are on the Lord's side. It is time for us to know those who are the chosen. But the bottom line is that we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller.
Yes, Mazi, good morning from here.
Good morning and welcome to the program. Please, your names and where you're calling from. Yes, go ahead.
Mazi, I want to thank you for answering today's podcast.
Thank you very much.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead, Chinemerem. I can hear you. All right. I
thank Chukwu Abiyama for bringing our leader up to this stage. I know that everything that is happening, that God is aware of it. So I want to talk to Biafrans that nobody should be afraid or wither or suggest in any form that God is in control. God is in control. This is the time for all Biafrans to stand resolute. This is the time for all Biafrans to stand and be very fanatic about this Biafra. We all stand for our leader, and that soon that nothing cannot do anything. They know how to do best is to lie. That is all they know how to do best. They can go on and lie and lie and lie. But we know that this moment that has been designed in heaven, God has already known that this moment will come. So I'm not afraid or scared. I'm not pondering. I know that God is in control. So I want to thank all the Biafrans that they should all pray for our leader. This is the right time to pray. And as I feel that God, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. So I thank all Biafrans. And I thank you, Mazi, that
thank you very much.
Bless all of us. God should bless us. And
Bless
we know
you
that
too.
the promised land is at hand. All of us will walk into that joy. All of us will walk into this promised land and praise Elohim forever and ever. And all Alama Jews, they will talk about Biafra. They will talk about this formidable family, IPOC. They will talk about Nnamdi Kanu. They will all talk about him forever and ever. So Nigeria is just giving our leader more fame, because the world now is talking about him. Even Buhari himself has never been this famous before. So I am not scared. This is time for us to thank him.
Thank you very much, my dear. All right. Thank you very much. You have spoken very well. And then, of course, we must continue. It is still Radio Biafra SADC. We are the people of the East. And, of course, our lines are open this morning, taking your calls. I don't know if this caller can hear me. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Mono Putike Chwana. Mono Putike.
Kunjani Baba, all right?
Papa.
And
Zamazama, Baba, Zamazama, Baba.
Yeah, and Saba, Yabo, as a Sabana.
Okay, Baba. Okay, Baba. Yeah, please, what I wanted to say this morning is that I must tell Biafrans that this is the time. We get the way we speak it in English, in Igbo language. You know, if you listen to the zoo, you know they will come with so many tactics now. They will be lying. They can even come and tell us in television that they caught our leader Nnamdi Kanu sleeping with their wife. They can do anything. They can say anything now. So that to demoralize us to now start asking questions. Why did our leader did this? Why did our leader do this? Because if they can come now and lie to us and say that our leader is traveling with an old expired passport, you can see their tactics. They're just finding a way to demoralize us, to make us start asking ourselves questions instead of. So what I wanted to tell we Biafra now is that we have to remain focused. Any step that the zoo took now is to our advantage. They're making us more popular. They're making the whole world even to think about us, because they are arresting somebody who didn't do anything to them. Meanwhile, our leader is an intelligent person, and our leader, the zoo, they know what they're doing, because they cannot negotiate with our leader in Britain or anywhere. We know the zoo, they like to answer. They are the most populous nation in Africa. They are the most educated in Africa. You know they are pompous. They will not like to go and negotiate with our leader in a foreign land. So they are making any available plan to make sure that our leader is there before they started negotiating. But what we have to do now is to put pressure on them. There must be fire everywhere in Nigeria by the pressure, so that they know that we are behind our leader. Not for us to cool quiet now and started doubting. Then now they will go to our leader and say, you see, those are men, nobody is asking of you. So I'm appealing to all Biafrans to pick everything up. Be courage. Nothing is happening. Our leader is safe. Very, very safe. And our leader is even thinking of us. As we are thinking of our leader is thinking about even us. He's praying now. We who see in spirit know our leader is even praying now. And our leader is even more safer than us. Nothing will happen to our leader. What we have to do now is to stand by ourselves and fight this battle. There is nothing else we want than Biafra. That's what I wanted to tell our fellow Biafra this morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi, for taking my call. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, my brother, for that. You have spoken eloquently well. Let me see if I can get this number. This number has been trying this morning to reach us. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Mazi, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. Can you hear me now? Because we were struggling before to hear each other.
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Better. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good morning, fellow Biafrans. I just want to say, contribute my own opinion on the rest of our leader. You know, one thing we should know is that we just entered another phase of this struggle. You know, actually, when I had the news, I was like heartbroken. You know, seeing the picture of his handcuffs.
Mazi,
and stuff,
who actually am I speaking to?
Yeah, sorry, sir.
Yes.
They are speaking to Nnamdi from South Africa.
All right, go ahead, please.
Okay. So when I get the news, I was heartbroken because of the picture of the handcuffs and stuff. But as time goes on, I begin to remember all the brokers of our leader. You know what the things that he has said. You know, because actually he has said that this moment will come. He said it before that this moment will come. And listening to people, talking, and the people are talking. If you don't know the situation, you will think that our leader is dead. You know, if you don't know, you really think that our leader is dead. But he's alive, and Biafra cannot come without him being where he is. That is my belief. He is at the right place for Biafra to come. That is what I believe. You know, I believe that through this stage that we are in this struggle, Biafra will emerge. You know, so whatever propaganda, even look at the body language of the Attorney General. Can't you see they are not bragging of their arrest? Nigeria, and that everybody knew that if they arrest Mazi and Kanu on their own accord, they will be bragging. They were. I think they were afraid. Even they were shocked. I think they were shocked. They arrested him. But the body language shows that they are afraid because they don't know what is going to happen. So everybody should be strong. Everybody should remain focused because at the end of the day, Biafra will come. Mazi Nnamdi said it. He said that he will come back. He will come back on his own time, on his own terms. He knows when and how he will come back to Nigeria. So I believe that this is the time. Do you see the outcry? People must listen. Forget the sentiment. It's true. It's painful that he was arrested, but see what is happening on the ground. Is hair not released already? Hair is released already. Even people that does not believe in him are beginning to sympathize with him. That is how it's supposed to be, at this stage. This thing will reconcile the whole Eastern region. It's already happening now. It's reconciling. Even the South that have been, some of them are dodgy about education. Everybody is crying out there, lamenting about his arrest. So this thing is a form of a reconciliation of the South together to speak in one voice. It's happening already, even Nigeria entirely. So nobody should be scared.
All right.
Rather, everybody should double his work and make sure that this time around, everything that needs to be destroyed will be destroyed. They are afraid. They don't know what will happen. They don't know the repercussion.
Thank you very much, brother.
That's why they rush and bring him to court. They were acting as if somebody instructed them what to do. Nigerian government arrest somebody and bring him in court. It's like somebody instructed them, do this. Do not brag on this arrest. So I believe that the Biafra that we are looking for, the time has come for the actualization of Biafra. That is the mission of our leader there in the prison now. He is where he's supposed to be to restore Biafra. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, my brother, for that.
You actually know me.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. We can chat. After the program. Just send me a message on WhatsApp, and then of course.
Okay.
Yes.
No problem.
Thank you very much. All right. Thank you, my brother, for that. I have somebody holding on Skype for a long time. Let me take the Skype, then I will go back to Pastor Chris. I think Pastor Chris is also holding. Let me take this caller on Skype. Caller on Skype, can you hear me? Caller on Skype.
Loud and clear, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, go ahead. We are friends are listening. Your names, please, and where you calling from.
This is Rabbi Charles. I'm calling from my location. I just want to add my voice on the platform today.
By all means.
I want to say good morning to Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra freedom. I salute you. Our leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His Excellency, I salute you. I want to use this opportunity to plead to our people to calm down. There are so many false information flying around on social media. Don't disregard those informations. The only thing we know that our leader is in the hand of the Zoo government, and that is what is very, very authentic. But other informations are not correct. I just want to use this opportunity to speak to those in the Zoological Republic. If I am saying I'm making this statement from the angle where it's coming from. Our leader, we are aware of the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of the DSS, controlled by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And we are making this statement, I'm making this statement today. If anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if his health is jeopardized, if his life is being threatened or anything happen, all the governors in the Southeast region, South region, and all the chiefs, traditional rulers, all of them will go down. I am speaking for the peace and tranquility, for smooth discussion to take place. Any other thing, any other lies they are peddling, we don't want to know. Which passport, wherever they apprehended him, we know everything. I can't disclose anything on air, but one thing is clear. If anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all the eastern governors, south governors, all the traditional rulers that conspired, all of them will go down. That is what I'm saying right now, and that's where I'm going to end this statement. Mazi Ndewo, thank you.
Thank you very much. Of course, that was Pastor Rabbi Charles, and we welcome there. Let me go to
Yes. Am I coming out clear? Thank you for the space to air my view. This is the time to know who is who, because it's not a time of promises, a time of bragging or trying to show power. This is a time to a kind of come out from your shell and exhibit that has been destined in you, because and that Sulugede dance has just begun now. So those of us that knows the what it is will now tell you what time is it, as you always said. What time is it? So just like as you have just said concerning the law, I think the last destinations of our leader has to be questioned. That's number one. But the judicial teams and our barristers knows what to do towards that very angle, because things don't just happen. But anyway, there are things that happens for good. Bible said that everything works together for good. But I just want to address somebody, this man that called himself. I'm not trying to advertise him, but I'm trying to tell him that he's too fast to kind of conduct an interview by the BBC. And that very conduct or the interview he made, I'm talking about the person of Ume. He has implicated himself. He's a man that we, IPOB, respect so much. He implicated himself through his statements, and by saying that he doesn't believe in what we are doing, that the arrest and rearrest of our leader speaks a very big volume, that they should judge him, that he believes that Nigeria should look into that. And again, later he came back and said that rearresting of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without arresting the situation. But these are the people that we have been beckoning on. These are the politicians that we have been talking to. We have been engaging them. We have been trying to ask them to speak and allow only one man, that is Abaribe, only single-handedly in National Assembly, in everywhere, speaking without fear or favor. Only him, but this man right now has invited BBC to speak jargon. Let me just tell us right now, let us know exactly where Ifenema is. Because it's not even up to 24 hours that the news has been broken, you invite BBC. And this very man that has spoken this has never come up one day to challenge the Fulanese concerning the Pantami. Pantami is still the Minister of Information and is a terrorist. And Gumi also is a terrorist. Some of the governors are still working with those of them that are going to National Assembly to deliberate what I don't know. From January to December, they will be going to that very place just to share money. And for you to come out to, what they call it, to sell your own son. Your own son. It is a very big shame to many of us. To many. Sometimes our leader says that he don't know why God brought him to our land. Things that has just happened, it's not even up to you. Don't even allow the sleeping dog to lie, and you rush straight to BBC to make yourself known, just like many of us that we used to call on radio now, this critical time, to make your voice known or to be recognized or for people to know that you are still in the struggle. But the things you are saying is not kind of in line with the instruction given by our leader or DOS. That many of us come out here, they will do this, they will do that. You will do those things. You could have studied it. They said a stitch in time saves 9. The order has been given since 2015, and nothing has been done. And we come out right now to do this, say we do this, we do that. Let me just tell us right now, it is better. Now, now, you respect yourself and do your proper thinking. Comport yourself and do your composure very well before coming to the radio now, because what you said, according to the law, by the barristers or whatever people that said that they're learning police, whatever thing you said now here will be put it onto you on the day of reckoning, because we are not smiling. Our leader was not supposed to be rearrested now, but to all glory be to our Chukwuka Biama, because everything works together for good. But for his rearrest is to tell the zoo that those things that they refuse to amend, the things that they refuse to accept, they must accept it by fire, by thunder. Because if not, what they did yesterday was to did what they called kangaroo judgment and threw our leader into jail, maybe a life imprisonment, I'll forget about him. But the hand of Chukwu Kabiama said no. That was the reason why they now restricted and now return him back to base of DSS or whatever thing they call themselves, and now to kind of prepare on 26 is to allow them. But whatever thing I want to say, the other thing I want to say right now is most of us that has an opportunity or that are opportune to know where our leader is should monitor what he eats. Should monitor the kind of treatment they give to him. They should be very, very careful. They should not allow the zoo to inject anything or give him food or anything that is not properly checked or scrutinized. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mazi. You have spoken a mouthful and eloquently for that matter. And we welcome that. That is very, very important for us to understand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just a child's play. He is an international citizen. He is the citizen of the world. He is a Biafran. And then, of course, when you deal with him, you need to know that you're dealing with a human being. He's not one of those that you will kidnap, abduct, and then, of course, throw him away, lock up the cell, and throw away the keys. He does not work like that. There will always be repercussion. That is very, very important. All right, let me go to Skype. We are almost coming to the end. Our time have exceeded. Of course, we actually going over with an hour or two. But let's see if we can take this call, and then, of course, we continue. Let me go to Skype. Caller on Skype, are you still there? Can you hear me? Caller on Skype. I see it is saying reconnecting. Caller on Skype, are you there? Caller on Skype. All right, let's do this. I don't know. Caller on Skype, can you hear me, Mazi? Caller on Skype.
Good morning, Mazi. I can hear
Yeah,
you.
well, good morning from here. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mazi. My name is Chukwemeka Mabuzo. I'm calling from Italy. I want to thank you for your program and what you are doing. There are things I want to add to the. Many people have spoken so eloquently and so fine. So in days like this, we must be courageous. I want to talk to IPOB worldwide, wherever we are. We take examples. Sometimes when I look upon the way the zoos respond, or the so-called Hanez on the ocean and there, all this Igbo response on certain things, I challenge, I become in doubt of their educational status or whatever they have, they acquired. Sometimes they make reference, said, are you looking for Biafra? Can't you see, look at South Sudan, how they, after they got the independence, we have learned a lot to understand that we learn from people's mistakes. We correct our whatever we are doing, we take from people's mistakes. So if Biafra come, number one, it's not going to be like South Sudan, because we have to understand why they fell. The same thing I'm trying to say right now. Amazonia leader is still in the prison, and Amazonia is waxing strong, and they're moving forward. So do not despair. Remain calm. I believe. Never you believe what they are saying on their channel TV as usual, because a whole minister of justice come out and said they got Nnamdi Kanu with the expired passport 2013. That is, you want to prove that our leader is traveling with the expired passport, where he has renounced the zoo for a very long time. That to show their stupidity and the idiocy they are, carrying some set of animals, put them in the government, they are misbehaving themselves. So another thing I want to make it clear, I want to send a clear message to those Igbo politicians and all these Ohanese and the Fully for them. If anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said, look, what happened in the what they call it, the answers, that's just a crack of joke. They will wipe away from the eastern region. Everybody will die, and let the Fulani come and take the land. They will just see what's happening within some few months ago. They have been calling for peace. They never see, just only unknown government, they have been begging for peace. When they see the whole IPOB marching the streets with the cutlass, with everything they have, to meet them in their houses and their son and their children, I don't think there will be a hiding place for them. Even on this planet, there will be no hiding place for them. So they should be warned. Do everything. Let us settle this matter. All we want is referendum is the key. We decide, and that is where if we the rest of the everyone decide that we want to remain in Nigeria, so it be. But give us that right, because I learned one thing that a white man said on social media, was circulating on some few months ago. He said the structure of the world, how it was structured, is against sub-Saharan Africa. And that is to display somehow now that Europeans structure democracy and we are practicing it with them. But I think that democracy is winning them. If it is not winning them, now we are accusing them of being guilty. If not winning them, they should allow referendum for Biafra, because we have demanded for it. And the referendum for Britain, so they give us the chance to have our own referendum.
All right,
thank you, man. In a
thank
few
you
minutes
very
after
much.
I will reach you, please, sir.
Well, thank you very much. Of course,
Thank
we
you.
must continue.
God bless you. Thank you very
And
much.
you too. Thank you very much. All right. I think I'm almost rounding up, taking the last calls for this morning. And then, of course, we will call it a day. Let me see if I've got a caller holding on WhatsApp before we round off. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there? Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Do I have a caller holding on WhatsApp?
Hear you.
Yes, you can hear me now, right? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? All right, I'm not sure. My dear, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. All right, I'm not sure what is happening, if you can hear me or not. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? For the last time, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? No. Unfortunately not. You cannot hear me. And then, of course, we must continue our time is practically up. But I think I would want to play this. Let me see. Let me see if I can play this audio, and then of course we will wrap it up this morning. Of course, after playing this audio, I will now summarize and get things sorted out. Let's play this.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Professor Femi Olufumilade. I'm a professor of international relations and strategic studies with special interest in conflict and security studies. I am passing this message across to President Muhammadu Buhari, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami. Both of them, we've been together for a long time as political allies in the days of the defunct CPC and even before then. And even though one is not part of those who can, take decision for the administration, one still feels that one should be able to intervene with pieces of advice when it is most needed. I want us not to view the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leaders of Ipob, as a thing to gloat or rejoice over, because I want to talk to you as an authority in conflict management, conflict resolution, conflict prevention now. And I'm putting on my cap of conflict prevention presently. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was taken to custody, who later jumped bail, and now lately arrested, is not the same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of old. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in custody right now is one who embodies the hopes and aspirations of thousands, if not millions, of Igbo youths who are ready to follow him to any length. And we have seen how he's been able to magnetize them to himself. Whether you believe in the logic of the cause he is advocating for or not, the fact remains that he enjoys a huge followership that are consequential as far as peace and harmony, particularly in the southeastern part of Nigeria, is concerned. So I will want to plead with the authorities to be magnanimous in victory in quote, and to go beyond that to see how a window can be opened for dialogue, so that whatever the grievances of his followers are, you will be able to resolve it amicably. But if you stand on the ground that they are terrorists, they should be treated with iron hand, well, I'm not sure we are going to see an end to this anytime soon. Because from my observation of the type of crowd he attracts, it's quite electrifying, it's quite magnetic, and they are overwhelmingly large. And I don't see them just running back into their cocoon now simply because he's been arrested. So I would rather plead that the federal government uses this opportunity to portray itself as one that can apply what President Obasanjo called the stick and carrot approach, by saying, now, let us discuss what actually is your problem. I'm not talking of Nnamdi Kanu as a person. I'm talking about the collective of Igbo youths and Igbo senior citizens who are also quietly behind the scene in support of the agitation by the Ipob members. And I'm not talking about this alone. I'm also talking about Yoruba youths and elders who are also rooting for Dudua Nation. And they run into their millions too. You only need to take a look at the crowd they draw each time they go on the street to protest locally and even internationally. So if anyone sits in a comfort zone and say, these are charlatans, these people don't know what, they don't matter. Well, it's like postponing the evil day. Because the caliber of Yoruba people that I have seen coming out to protest locally and internationally include professors, lawyers, engineers, top medical doctors, some of them first-rate medical consultants. And I'm not talking of a dozen crowd or a couple of hundreds. I'm talking of thousands, particularly in Western nations. So President Muhammadu Buhari, this is the time for you to put any form of inhibition aside and open a door for dialogue. Don't let any of your aid, any of your assistants make this an occasion for passing across provocative messages on the social media. See what has happened to Nnamdi Kanu. You, his followers, you will see what will become of you. That will be terribly counterproductive. And I'm not a soothsayer. I'm not a member of Ipob, but I'm a social scientist and an observer of trends in Nigeria. And I know that the crowd I see that these guys pull, this Nnamdi Kanu pull, some of them are highly educated, sophisticated. The idea that they are all, illiterate traders is not true. Some of them are highly placed people. So we should not allow this to produce another form of Boko Haram. You know, Mohammed Yusuf was arrested too, similarly. And we don't know what happened. The next thing was to produce his corpse. And then it was like the end of Boko Haram had come. And then before you knew what was happening, an Abubakar Shekau was upon us. I don't want an Abubakar Shekau in the case of IPOB. I want whatever grievances IPOB members have to receive hearing at the presidential level. And after all, the Miyetti Allah, despite the atrocities its members are committing across the country, killing, maiming, destroying farms, and they keep talking and defending their people, they have not been taken to jail. Rather, the federal government is talking about reclaiming grazing routes for them. So in a way, federal government recognizes that they have some legitimate claims. And whether the method the president wanted to use to solve their problem is right or wrong, the fact remains that he gave them a hearing and he spoke in a way that will suit their nerves. Why can't President Buhari extend the same to all groups agitating? It's not just IPOB. In the East there, you also have MASOB before IPOB, and MASOB is still there. In Yoruba land, you have OPC and so many other groups that you don't even know exist. And then in the Middle Belt, the same thing. And the South, of course, you know of the Avengers, you know of the various groups there. So people are unhappy. A lot of people are dissatisfied. And it's not limited to Middle Belt and the South, even in the North. It's not everybody that is an establishment person. It's not everybody that is happy, even with the Buhari administration. It's not every Fulani that is happy. Why can't we have a national dialogue? President Buhari is teaching time saves 9. God bless every lover of peace and progress listening to this.
All right, thank you very much. And of course, this is where we will leave it. I think one more call and then we are done. Caller on WhatsApp, let's see if you can hear me now for the last time. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Okay.
Please go ahead. Caller, go ahead if you can hear me. All right. I don't know what is going on there. I don't know who took the phone, if it's the children at home that took the phone to call me this morning. All right, dear friends, this is where we will leave it. And of course, they say the word is enough for the wise. If you did not hear anything I said this morning, just understand that our leader is in the hands of the zoo government. He was abducted. Of course, it is unlawful. Yeah, the whole thing was illegal. But what you need to know, and that is what we know, is that our leader is in the custody of the Nigerian government. And then as we build up to the 26th of July, I beg your pardon, when he will appear in court, then of course you'll be getting all the information as they trickle in. We are waiting, of course, for the press release that is coming from the DOS. And then, of course, that will explain everything we need to know, because that press release will be in collaboration with the information they will gather, both from our attorneys on the ground, and then so we can get an in-depth knowledge of what happened and what is happening and what is going on. But for now, be resolute. Do not be deterred. This is freedom fighting. It's as simple as that. We have crossed the Rubicon. We have come to the point of no return. Returning or retreating is not an option at the moment. We must continue until we reach, our target. We must continue until Biafra is restored. It doesn't matter where our leader is at the moment. The bottom line is everything is intact. Systems are in place. Structures are in place. IPOB is intact. And therefore, trying to take advantage and say our leader is not there, let me do as I like, you are actually making a very big mistake, because the way we are structured this time around, such errors will not be allowed. There is no vacuum whatsoever. I can tell you that IPOB is intact. IBOB is well structured. From me, Mazi Noha, it is goodbye. And trust me, I will see you again tomorrow. Yes, I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye. May God bless our leader. May God protect him where he is. And may God bless Biafrans all around the world. Give us the courage. Give us the understanding that we may understand what freedom fight is all about. That we may understand that freedom fight is not a child's play. It is a serious business. For me, once again, it is goodbye. And together we all shall see Biafra.
Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better, because it will come far more quicker. Can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better, because it will come far more quicker. Can do about it. Absolutely nothing. I need them to understand this. We've crossed the Rubicon, the point of no return. There is nothing anybody can do. If I'm alive, if I'm dead, if I'm wherever I may be, Biafra will come. If I'm dead, it's even better, because it will come far more quicker.
All right.